Hi everyone, welcome to News This Week. This is my third time trying, so let's see if I'm upskilling. It always feels awkward looking at myself. Okay, so the first news is Kilian Jornet is taking on a challenge in the States. So after he finished his Western States, where he came in third place, and this is like such a big accomplishment because this guy has been running for so many years, but even after so many years and racing against so many younger people, he's still accomplishing big things. Anyway, so what he did was he posted on Instagram and he was like, after my Western States journey, I want to take on a big challenge. What do you guys suggest? And people had a couple of suggestions, and he decided to take on one of those suggestions. I am actually going to read to you what he posted. So he said, the enthusiasm on my last post has been incredible. The outdoor community showed up in force, from all of you to friends like Megan Hicks, Danielle, and Lakla Morton. Time to announce a new project. Starting in September, State of Elevation, I'll be aiming to connect 14,000 feet peaks across the United States by foot and bike. That means he's going to be biking from A to B and then summiting the mountains. This will be a unique physical challenge for me, but combining exploration, endurance, and wild spaces is where I feel at home. I'm excited to see how that goes. And that's from his Instagram post, which we've got over there. He's done a couple of other challenges like that in his own home country. I mean, if you follow his Strava or follow his Instagram, you'll see this guy's always doing big challenges. Now, what I like about this type of thing is, of course, we're not at Kilian level. We can't do challenges like Kilian, but it kind of inspires me to know that we can also come up with our own challenges in our own backyards and take them on. Okay, and then the next news is David Goggins, who hadn't raced for 5 years, took on the Bigfoot 200, which he finished in 66 hours, 4 minutes and 17 seconds. He came in 23rd overall. Now, David Goggins has kind of been quiet, like we haven't heard from him in a while, but he did this challenge, all of a sudden it popped up. And this is what he wrote on his Instagram profile. This past weekend was the Bigfoot 200 endurance event. I haven't done a race of any distance in 5 years, so it felt good to race certify once again. This picture is taken at the finish line. Of course, there's a picture of him. I want to congratulate all the finishers of the Bigfoot 200. It's truly an epic race that will break you the F off if you aren't ready for it. More importantly, I want to congratulate those who signed up but didn't finish the race. Having the courage to sign up for a race like this sets you apart from many people in the world. You may not have made it to the finish line, but along your journey at Bigfoot, you found out so much about yourself. You reached beyond your limits to get as far as you could, and now you will know the next time you show up to a race like that, you now have the knowledge to finish it. These races aren't about winning or losing or even finishing. It's exploring oneself and the human potential that lies within all of us. No matter what place you came in or if you DNF'd, you came out a better person. Stay hard. Okay. Of course, in obvious David fashion, as always, encouraging. If you haven't read any of his books, I encourage you to read them. For me, I find I'm a very kind of soft person, and I know David Goggins very like, but I always find his messages encouraging for myself as well. Really, when I'm in a slump, I will take on a David Goggins challenge or do something like that. Okay, now the third story, which is also good news, is Mexican Indigenous runner, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce her name properly. Candelaria Rivas Ramos won a 63-kilometer ultramarathon. She did it in 7 hours, 34 minutes. This is the 2025 Canyon Ultra, which is held in Mexico, Chihuahua. I think that's how you pronounce it. It was her first race ever, and according to this article on this Instagram page called getdrafted.com, which I'll attach the picture there, she actually ran to the race, ran it and came first. And I think what is amazing about these runners, these ladies is that they run in their skirts, their traditional gear, they run in sandals, no fancy shoes. And I still have to read that book, Born to Run, because I think it delves into the culture. But it's so fascinating to see all these inspiring stories. Now, what is my takeaway, or I hope what encouragement is to you guys, is that we can come up with our own adventures. Taking on a challenge is not about winning or losing, it's about improving as a human being. And then the third one, we can appear as our cultural selves in the world and still achieve big goals. Have a good week, everyone.